What's happening YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video, and we're back today with a video on the Focus. Today we are doing a video on the Focus, but sadly it's not a mod video, although I have got a mod in the garage waiting to go on. Today we're going to be doing some, well, I suppose you could call it maintenance. Let me tell you what's happened. Those that follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I put a post up. I'll try and put it here. Put a post up saying that I'd achieved 32 miles to the gallon on a recent trip away, and that's because I went away with work on a training course. Now on the return leg of that trip, I noticed like a strange vibration coming through the steering wheel, and at the time I just put it down to the road surf, but that vibration has developed and developed, and now I've got wheel wobble, and at motorway speeds it feels like I'm driving on the rumple strips of the hard shoulder. I've done some bit investigating work, and you probably already guessed what this is going to be, you ST owners, but yeah, we need to replace the drive shaft. So as I said then, I need to replace, it's the driver's side drive shaft that needs to be replaced. See if you can tell what the problem is. So if I put my hand underneath and take a grip of the drive shaft, you heard the playing CV joint, so this is side to side, and then this is up and down. Oh, the drive shaft needs replacing, and this is what we've got. We have got a genuine Ford drive shaft with new locking bolt, genuine Ford drive shaft seal, and we've got some Miller's Oil premium gear oil, gearbox oil. So about this Miller's Oil then. Now I bought this Miller's Oil off OP Oil, but on the OP Oil's website it didn't actually recommend that oil, but the Miller's Oil's website did. So that's how I picked that oil. It's exactly the correct viscosity and everything for my car. So the first thing we need to do, and the first thing we're going to do, is get the car in the air and drain this gearbox oil. Right, car's in the air, wheels off, under trays off. So this is the passenger side. The reason I'm on this side first is because I need to drain the gearbox oil, and the fill and the drain plug are on this side where the box is. I think I've found them both. They both seem to be 24mm, but the fill plug, as you'd expect, is in an awkward position. I'll try and show it you. So, sorry about the lighting, but that bolt just in the centre of the screen there, that is our fill plug. So I'm going to try and get that off first, and then the drain plug, nice and easy, is there, the big one in the middle of the screen. But what I don't want to do is obviously take the drain plug off and take all our gearbox oil out, not be able to undo the fill plug. So, start with the fill plug, make sure we can fill our gearbox back up, and then we'll go for the drain plug. Right, let's go. Right, not the best angle because you can't see the bolt, but best I can do for now. So what I've got is like a little stubby 24mm, like a multi-spline. I've then got that on. The best way I think to do it is bring your ratchet underneath the drive shaft. It's gone. I think I've got that, or I've rounded it, one at two. No, I'm in, got it. And there we go, one fill plug. I'll just pop this back in to keep it safe and keep the inside clean. So the next bolt we need to get is this one, this is our drain plug. Oh, the oil is filthy. So there we go, gearbox drained. So jump forward a little bit. Gearbox oil's drained, that's where I left you off. I've now got the car in the end, got both wheels off each side. What I'm going to do is let's have a look at this drive shaft, and I'll show you the plane. So you can see this is our drive shaft here. Listen. You can hear that just does not sound very healthy, does it? So I believe that's where our vibration's coming from. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the drive shaft from the hub. I'm going to have to take the bottom arm off, so this bolt out, disconnect it here from the hub, disconnect the wishbone, and then see where we're up to from there. The wind's coming back, it's going to get cold. That was a 13. This ultimate one is a 21, I think. Oh, got it. Last couple of threads. Happy days. Now we need to split the ball joint to free it up from the hub. Right, so that's out. I've split the ball joint, but before we separate the wishbone from the hub, I think I need to free the drive shaft on the inside. I'll show you. Can you see that bolt? There's one there, that's the carrier for the bearing for the drive shaft. So I need to take that one off. There's one underneath, and then I can look to separate the drive shaft from the hub, and hopefully our drive shaft will slide out nice and easy. Sounds easy, doesn't it? So I think they're 10 mil. So let's find out. So the top one there proved to be more difficult. So I've managed to get it off. I'm now going to use, I had to use a ratchet and a socket. I'm now going to use the spanner to get it off the rest of the way. Looks like it's free to be fair. You can see what I mean, it's just awkward. There we go, slowly. Very fiddly, but here it comes. 2 bolts. And that is the other half of that bracket. So that drive shaft's free. So we should be able to now free up the hub and the wishbone, which should hopefully mean the drive shaft will come out. Like I said, that is hopeful. This has been a bit of a pain. That's the drive shaft free from the hub. Oh, there she comes. Oh, one drive shaft. Oh, she's free, yes. So these are our 2 drive shafts. This is the one we took off, this is our new one. Now this one still got its Ford logo on it. I'll show you this. You can see that says Ford, so it's an original drive shaft. It's been on the car some time, but if you listen to this, that doesn't sound good, does it? Compare it to our nice new one, which is silent. So the bearings inside here are gone, aren't they? That is ruined. The end one, that one, feels alright, but that inner one, that inner CV joint, is where we're getting our vibration. So, doing the right thing. Now this, what I bought here, like I said, is a genuine Ford drive shaft. I got this from KMS Motorsport. I'm going to get this old seal out now underneath the car. We'll get the new seal in. We'll get the drive shaft in. Fill the gearbox up. Let's get underneath. Let's have a look at getting this seal out. Let's give you an update. I've just cracked on really, mainly because my neighbour was there hoovering his car out. So the old drive shaft off, as you saw, I think that's where I left you off. You can tell by the old drive shaft's come off, definitely needed replacing. I've took the old seal out, put the new seal in. I've actually got the new drive shaft in and bolted into its hanger that's bolted on. I now need to get it into the hub, reattach the wishbone, and then I think when they're there, the last thing we'll obviously do is put the gearbox oil in, but I think the next thing we need to do is get this hub reattached. So let's go. I've jacked this up, lined up the bottom ball joint, that's now on. I'm just going to buzz in our new locking bolt for the drive shaft, and then I'm going to gently lower the hub down. And again, just make sure that that's nice and tight. Which it is, so that'll be centralised. Double check our bottom wishbone bolt. Again, that's nice and tight. Boom! Wheel back on this side of the car, back on the floor, everything's nice and tight. Last thing to do is put the gearbox oil in on this side, but I can't do that on my own, so I'm going to wait for my wife to film that gearbox going back in. Time lapse of putting everything back together, then job done. We've got an helper in the wife, we're going to put the gearbox oil in. So I'm going to sit underneath. We've got this contraption of a hose pipe with a, what's that? Funnel. A funnel. I'm going to watch it in here. Well, my lovely wife pours it in. It takes about 1.7 litres, and we've got 2 litres of Miller's Oil's Finest. So I'll hold this. Right, nice and slow for you.
Look at that black cat. Look there. That's a big cat, isn't it? Hello.
Right, so quick test drive. A bit nervous about this, so I don't know if I said it at the start of the video, but I've actually never changed a drive shaft on a car myself. So we're moving though. That's a good sign, isn't it? Right, I'll turn the camera off, turn you guys off just because I've not got a mount. You'll join me shortly, alright? So the car feels 100 times better, like 100 times better. Even the gear changes. I'm gonna have to do a bit of motorway driving, which I haven't got time for at the minute, to properly test it, just because that's where I was having this vibration. But before you leave us, I thought for a tunnel run. You ready? So there you go, drive shaft completed it. Wasn't the hardest job in the world. It definitely doable, obviously, because I've managed to achieve it a lot easier than the exhaust. I will say that it was a lot easier than fitting the exhaust to the car. Definitely worth doing. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's pressed that button. I'll tell you now exactly what we're at. Look at that. At the time of filming this video, we are at 846 subscribers, so thank you. The next video after this one could be repairing the rust on the Alpha, or it could be installing the Stage 2 AirTech intercooler that I got for my birthday last month. Make sure you stay tuned for them videos. Remember, press that subscribe button. I want to achieve 1,000 subscribers this year. Hopefully achieve it by Ford Fair, which is August. That would be amazing. That is my ultimate goal for this year. August is Ford Fair 2023. I'd love to roll into Ford Fair with 1,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.